Okay, guys, I'm going to finally talk about Gomorrah. I've seen this film. It's been almost a month, and I've been wanting to put something down on it. And it's still inside. It's still inside me. So I'm gonna knock it out. I've had time to contemplate this film. This is a great film. I've heard the film described. It's an Italian film. I've heard it described as an alternative to the mobster genre, the organized crime, kind of a nuevo take on organized crime. And the film is based on a novel by Roberto Saviano, I think is the guy's name, who went undercover. He made quite a few contacts in this crime family called the Gomorrahs. And he worked in some of these different industries where the Gomorrahs were involved. And so, you get the film Gomorrah, little Bible reference there too, and the novel The Gomorrahs. So the film really looks at the organized crime, but it does it in a way that really is an unromanticized look. This film is very blunt. This film is very raw. And it really looks at the lower levels, and a lot of the film takes place in the projects. And it's not your typical storyline. There are several different plots going in Gomorrah, okay? And I've heard this as one of the criticisms of the film. And typically when you have films like that, you get different plot lines going, subplots, and these different characters, and then they all intersect for this final reveal. Okay, this is not the case of Gomorrah. This is kind of an unorthodox way of presenting a few things that the filmmaker wishes to accomplish, and he definitely succeeds in my book here. This is a powerful film. Now, the goal of the film, I believe, is to show the massive scope of control that these crime families have over things we don't even think about. Okay, there's this subplot going of this tailor who works in these sweatshops where they produce these garments for, the top haute couture fashion moguls, and they're dealing in high fashion, and it's this sweatshop labor run by this crime syndicate. And there's another couple of characters that the story follows who are working in waste management, and they deal with these landowners, and they deal with these companies and politicians, and this crazy removal of toxic waste, and so it's there. And it also a lot of this film takes place in the projects, so we get a look at the grunts, the hoods, the neighborhood gangs that are the low levels. And it follows the story of several different people, a couple of which are a pair of friends who, they're like late teens, and one kid's name is Sweet Pea, and he's kind of this, kind of a dorky, soft-spoken kind of guy, sweet guy, Sweet Pea. And his buddy is kind of the more outspoken guy. And they are just in love with the whole romanticism of being a mobster. They play Scarface. They enact these scenes, and they are just, in love with the whole Hollywood glamour of it. And so they have these delusions of grandeur that they're just gonna go rogue and take over like Tony Montana, and this is just a very, very bleak looking film in a lot of ways. The filters that are used, the cinematography in this film is incredible. It is a very gray looking film. It's drab. Even the shots in nature are somewhat drab, but it gives this whole sense to the film that just kind of creeps into you on this kind of subconscious level, and the scope of the tentacles of this crime syndicate is just portrayed as a no holds barred look here, folks. So if you're into this kind of genre, the organized crime, mafioso kind of stuff, you're going to want to check this film out. But it's definitely an unorthodox look. And I heard, Scorsese endorsed it, which is, kind of funny because, speaking of the mob, it's funny that, the Godfather, Scorsese, has to endorse the film, or he did. I mean, I know it's cool of Scorsese to do that, and I love Scorsese and all, but I just think it's kind of funny. But this is a really a great film, excellent film. So we're looking at a lot of different subplots that really just kind of give the overall picture. Bam, this is how it is, and a powerful film. I'd give Gomorrah probably a 9 out of 10. So check it out. It's Jcrash. Talk to you next time.